more about that.
And you know what? I promised there wouldn't be any recording. Ms. Talcott, I promised that there wouldn't be any recording here.
Now, I talked to Mr. Waller from the Democratic Committee, and he said it would be fine. Greg Waller.
Who is he? What does he have to do with this?
Well, he's talked to everybody in the Democratic Committee, and he said it was fine.
What does the Democratic Committee have to do with this?
Well, I assumed that he knew that it's a public meeting.
No, it really isn't. I mean, I took great pains to make sure it wasn't a public meeting.
Well, it's advertised in the paper.
Yes.
Yes.
Not by the county.
Doesn't matter. It's a public meeting.
All right. When I invited people, there has been. Okay, let me back up. The last time there was taping, I got several calls from people who said that they didn't like the idea that their voices and images were used on the webpage. So when I announced last time you were here, because we've had other meetings and we haven't allowed taping, the last time I mentioned it, I mentioned that I would take steps so that we wouldn't have to, it wouldn't be a public meeting. So I've taken those steps. And
What are those steps?
those steps are, this is not a county meeting, this is not a county building. And Sartese doesn't allow taping unless there's prior permission, and it's not a county event. So would you please just respect all of your citizens, your fellow citizens here, and not tape?
Well, I think the person you had an issue with is somebody else. I only use you.
Excuse me?
I only tape you.
I would say it's weird because I had a video showing up for me like from years ago.
Yes.
And also popped up. But I'm like, what I worry about taping is that people would no longer speak up.
Yes.
We want to have a forum where people can speak and tell their opinions, would not think they're going to be put in political ads.
Absolutely.
So we want to have an open forum, and if that's going to discourage...
But there's so many people who cannot come.
It discourages people from speaking up. And I'm asking you respectfully.
Stated that it was being taped. If you hadn't mentioned it, nobody would have known.
I just need to say it was being taped. And it's not fair.
Disclosure and being things being taped.
And could I just say what some have done with taping, they've gone back and edited.
Yes.
I don't do
cut things
that.
out and distorted comments.
I don't do that.
And so, you know.
I'm just asking you respectfully. The people here say they don't want it. I'm asking you to. I don't think you have a right to, because I've gone to great pains so that you don't have the right to.
There's been no announcement. You know, you didn't get in touch with me.
There is going to be a change in our policy, and one of the reasons why is because we do have a lot of events here, and we cannot even now put pictures on our Facebook advertising some of the events unless we have assigned, permission from the person, because a lot of different things. You may be here with someone that you don't want someone else to know that you're here with, and we're, putting it out there. And so we've just made a across-the-board policy, unless we have something in writing, that we won't film, record, take a picture of unless we have written permission.
Well, people ask me to because they can't make it here.
Okay. Well, there are other opportunities in the county for people to hear this
But you haven't
information.
been having town meetings that anybody knew about.
So are you saying it doesn't matter to you because people feel uncomfortable?
I'm saying,
Comfortable. I mean, every other commissioner that has a town hall meeting.
Yes, and
It's taped. I don't understand why she has to shut it off.
well, I understand that there was a policy at Starbucks that wouldn't allow them to tape there. I understand that. Did that happen?
No, we taped at Starbucks.
Okay. You still taping there?
Are we still taping at Starbucks? Yes.
Okay. Well, look, I'm asking.
So, but
I'm
you
just asking.
compared
Ms.
Starbucks to
Ms.
your
Talcott,
town
would you just not do it?
well, I just feel like I have a right to.
What you really?
It's a public meeting. I've looked at all the laws across
No,
the
you really haven't. Because
U.S.
it's not necessary. What is a public meeting in a private building? It's not.
I've looked at that too, yes. As long as it's advertised.
The lady who owns the building has asked you not to.
Right.
We really are asking, and only because it's not just this meeting, it's across the board. It's across the board. You won't even see pictures or videos on our Facebook site anymore, simply because we're respecting everyone's privacy and not just, one person.
Well, there's plenty of public buildings that you could have the meeting at.
Doesn't seem to matter to you.
No, I mean, you could go to Nancy Moy Hall.
It doesn't seem to matter to you whether,
No, I mean
whether it's
about
public or
taping.
not public.
Ms. Davis, it would have been beneficial to me if a part of our meeting had been taped, correct?
What's our meeting?
Our,
Can we handle
Our
this first?
situation
Can we
in the
handle this
parking lot.
first? Can we handle this first?
Mhm. I don't mean to get in any confrontation with you. Everybody else allows it. You're a public official. It's a public
Yeah, but
meeting.
you gotta understand, this is not Deborah's building. You cannot
Yeah.
disrespect the owner.
Mhm.
This is the owner's building. Whatever you got between, it's not political.
Right.
If it's my building, I tell you not to tape,
Mhm.
but you got to leave. And the people that wanted, that you tape it for, it was in the paper 2 weeks. They should come. Like he said, when
They're
they filmed,
working.
they had me on film and all that.
That
garbage.
was
They
somebody
edit- I know
else.
they ain't you,
Yeah.
but they edit and swing it the way they want to swing it.
Well,
I have
that
no
wasn't
problems.
me.
I let them know myself. But now you're disrespecting the owner of the building. It ain't got nothing to do with the
And
politician.
it's just a request. It's just a simple request not to, because I believe it has a chilling effect on people who want to
Okay.
speak out. You had someone there say that it had a chilling effect. He doesn't want to speak out. He doesn't want to be on camera.
Okay.
And he doesn't want his voice on the camera. He doesn't want his issues on camera. He has a right to that.
Mhm.
And I have a right to request that all Charles County people be represented. That even the people who don't want to be taped, they have a right to that.
And don't you think the rest of the county has a right to see
I'm not
what's in
gonna
your
argue-
meeting?
I'm not going to argue
Well, they
with you.
should be here.
I'm not going to
But
argue
if they
with you,
work,
South
they
Carolina. I
can.
think out of respect for the other citizens here, you should give them that. I really do.
I have a great respect for the law and free speech. And representing all the people who can't be here for different reasons.
Can I ask you what those people are?
Hmm?
Who are those people?
The people who work, they have children. They go to DC and can't get home till 7, 8 o'clock at night and then have children.